There's something going on within Jubilee Party, and it's not a good thing. Okay. Now, earlier on, I'd referred to a meeting which Governor Kabogo, outgoing Governor Kabogo of Kiambu, had attended with the president before he left the country for the UK. Yeah. Now, of course, I'd also mentioned that Kabogo was not alone. He was with quite a number of other Mount Kenya legislators. Now, the interesting information that has emerged is that there were actually 40. Hey, that's a big number. Okay? And the other agenda in that particular meeting, because Kabogo was not alone, as I've said, was that these legislators were complaining that they had been rigged out in the Jubilee nominations. Okay? Now, of course, we all like to call these people who lose nominations losers, rejects of the people. You know, we write them off very quickly. But what has really caught my attention is a list of the legislators who are there complaining. Yeah, we know there are people who just complain for the sake of complaining. But some of the people who are there, and I think you can now see a list of some of the MPs who are present, or rather some of the aspirants who claim they were rigged out of the Jubilee nomination, and they're very, very prominent people. Yeah, and it appears that there's some truth in what these people are saying. Okay, now they also had a very interesting conspiracy theory saying that Kinjuri is the one, Mwangi Kinjuri is the one who organized this whole thing. Yeye ndo alikuwa mtu wa mkono to rig them out, and that there's a plan that Kinjuri will be vice president, will be deputy president running mate to William Ruto in 2022. Okay, that's the whole game plan, that's the whole plan. Yeah. Now, of course, Kinjuri has denied these claims in public, and he has said there's nothing like that. He has also denied any involvement in the wars and troubles of these legislative aspirants. But the whole thing, what I really want to draw attention to, this is just yet another very questionable thing that has come out of Jubilee in recent times. Yeah. In fact, it has gone so far that I've actually said in another recording, could there be somebody within Jubilee who's trying to sabotage the party? Because sincerely, some of these decisions that have been made in recent times, and some of these things that have happened within the party, are just mind-boggling. Especially coming at a time when we're just so close to the elections. There's some certain things you just don't do. Okay? And this latest thing where these MPs complained, and some of them are very prominent names, is just part of it. Now, of course, all these aspirants have ganged up together, and they're loosely calling themselves a third force, yeah, in the Mount Kenya region, who will be, of course, supporting the president, but they will be running as independents, which should make the race there very interesting. But there's also something else there disturbing, yeah. Now, let us assume that what these people are saying is true, okay, and that they're actually very popular on the ground. What will happen during the elections? Yeah, will we have the Mount Kenya region represented by a very big group of independent candidates? Yes, they're supporting the president, but they're not within Jubilee. You see the complication here. I just don't know. It's a great puzzle. I'm still following up on it, but it's a great puzzle. What is really going on within Jubilee, and who is this who has made these decisions, which are really detrimental to the party? It's just not making sense, because in competitive politics, especially at the national level, at such a high level, at the highest level, really, there's some certain things, certain mistakes, certain moves which you just don't make. Yeah, there are many things. I mean, the world over, there are many things you even postpone until after the elections. Yeah, this is very disturbing. I think my view is that this conspiracy theory about Kinjuri being a running mate does not hold any water. It could be. I actually have a very good idea where the source is. In fact, I share that in my club 1999. It's very easy to join. If you just check the description or area of this video, you'll be able to get instructions of exactly what to do. I know where it came from. And it raises very many questions, especially when you consider the source. It raises very many questions about what is really going on and what the repercussions will be on the party. It's very worrying to the supporters. That's what I can tell you. Of course, this is a time of competitive politics. Jubilee supporters will not come out publicly and speak openly about their worries and about their concerns, because that will paint them, that will portray them as weak in the eyes of the opponent. You don't do that in politics, yeah? But the truth is, to those who listen to this particular channel, I just need to point that out, that actually there's a problem, and actually there are a lot of things which are happening, which are very worrying. Of course, it's true we've also had problems within NASA over the nominations. The nominations, as I said very earlier, are always very messy, and we've had various complaints about people saying they were rigged out. But the NASA problems are not like the Jubilee ones. The Jubilee one is serious. These are 40 aspirants who made an appointment to see the party leader at State House. That is serious. Very, very, very serious. Anyway, I'll keep my eye on this, and of course I'll keep you informed of what's happening. This is Chris Kumakuja. Thank you for your time.